Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another product feedback video, and this has been one of my highly requested videos of 2013, and it is the desk tour as well as gaming setup that I use myself personally, and I think you guys will definitely enjoy this, so make sure to give this video a massive thumbs up, as well as making sure to look at every product that I'll show you and give me what's your favorite product as a comment in the description so I can see what you guys are really interested in. Now what we're looking at here is actually my Assassin's Creed poster. I actually picked this up off eBay. I didn't realize it was going to be as big as it is, and it was only like $20, so it's pretty awesome and I reckon it looks pretty cool. I love that game. It's definitely one of the games I tend to play quite a lot. Anyway, let's move on to the entertainment system, which is the most important part of everything here. What we've got is we've got a 46-inch Samsung 7100 series TV, full HD, LED backlit, 200 Hz, 3D, it's the whole shebang. I really like this. I purchased it on special at the end of the year last, as it was quite good value for money. What I've got running here is the Apple TV. That's what the pictures are being displayed at the moment, and I don't think this RX100 Sony camera is going so well with picking up the screen, but I know you guys have a point of view set up, so I'll shoot with point of view rather than using my Canon 60D. Now what's connected into that is actually down here. What we've got is we've got a PlayStation 3, soon to be PlayStation 4 obviously when that comes out, the PlayStation 3 controller, Apple TV and Google TV. I use my Apple TV all the time. I love streaming AirPlay from my iPad and my MacBook Air over to the television. And I've got the Google TV underneath, which is one of the most useless products I've ever bought. There's no digital tuner in there, so you can't overlay content. So it's a bit silly when you kind of want to use the functionality of what Google TV is for. Now the way that's all set up and connected is actually through a network of pretty interesting magnitude. I'll show you underneath here, and I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. On the left I've got a normal modem, which is just a TP-Link one I got off eBay, and as well as a WD-N900. Now the way this works is there's a 1 terabyte hard drive in that router, so I can use it for sharing content over the network. But not only that, I've got something else which I'll show you guys in a second that allows me to do some pretty cool networking. So that's my wireless setup, 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz. And then next to that, I've got a 1 terabyte Western Digital Live, which is again a online based hard drive as well as network system DLNA setup. So what you can do is whenever you store your content to this, whether you've got a Mac, TV, or laptop or iPad or whatever, anything that's stored on there using a protocol called DLNA will enable you to stream that content over to your device, so you don't have to change formats and change anything else. It's definitely worth looking into if you want a new storage setup in your house, as well as a 1 terabyte drive. And not only that, but I've also got it connected into the Western Digital Live down there. The Western Digital Live makes a physical network through your power lines and allows me to have a network running into other rooms of my house, which is a pretty cool setup indeed. Underneath all that, we've got my printer. It's the HP Envy. I did a review of that. I still got my brother printer that's kept me going for the last 3-4 years, and it still hasn't run out of ink. That thing is a monster. And then next to that, I also got a pretty cool thing there. It's actually 2JZ GTE. It's a number plate. If you guys aren't aware, it's what the engine number is in my car, which is a Toyota Supra. I thought it'd be cool to have a number plate that matches that. And I must probably move that over there on the wall eventually, but for now I'm just sitting it down there just as it looks pretty neat and kind of looks like a number plate for the desk. Anyway, next to the television we've got my Nespresso, so when I'm feeling down and I need a shot of caffeine, I make myself a little shot. I must probably move it out of here sooner or later because I don't really want any coffee or water spilling over all my electronics, but for now it's just chilling there. I reckon it looks pretty cool with the orange. That's kind of one of my favorite colors, I reckon, orange and black, as well as the Nespresso cups there. Next to that, I've got my remote control for the TV. I love this remote. It's actually Bluetooth, which is pretty awesome. Not infrared, so it works from whatever direction you're pointing the remote at. Apple TV remote, and my phone of choice is still an iPhone, purely because the apps that they make for it are always the most up-to-date and the most fully featured in functionality. If Android could have as many applications as up-to-date and as quickly as an iPhone, maybe I would use Android, but primarily for now it's an iPhone 5, and the hardware is questionable, but the user experience is really good. Behind the TV, I've actually got my RS170 headphones, which is what I use for wireless headphones when I'm gaming or using it on my computer, as well as these cool LED lights that I still have around from my previous room tour and setups. So that's kind of my info entertainment, but now we look at my portable entertainment, and what I use here is my Apple iPad. Primarily I use this for watching SBS, ABC, iView, watching movies, YouTube, Facebook, checking my Google Reader, which is soon to be getting rid of, and I really don't like Feedly that much, so hopefully some cool alternative comes out to Google Reader soon. And then I've also got my MacBook Air Core i5 version. It's pretty wild. I love the MacBook Air. You can't go past the thinness of this product. It's amazing, and the performance is still pretty good. This is what I use when I'm out and about and I need to have a computing with me. Okay, so moving on to the left there, or over here you could say it's the gaming experience. That's where I'll be playing my Battlefield 4 when it comes out. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for that, I'll put a link in the description. They've got 17 minutes, some pretty awesome graphics, and that's where I'll be smashing that out. Obviously I've got other games on there. I'm a real StarCraft 2 fan, which I play a lot of as well. Now the system down there that I use, I won't actually explain because I just built it a couple months ago and I did 3 or 4 videos explaining how to build a gaming PC. So if you guys haven't yet, make sure to go check that out. It's a nice case. It's the Corsair, I think it was 600T. I really like this case. It gives enough airflow and it looks pretty cool as well. It looks like a spaceship out of Star Wars or something like this. So what I've got for monitors, well, I've got a Dell U2711, that's my main screen for my graphic design work or anything that I'm doing for YouTube or online purposes, as well as a U2311, which is a smaller version of that. Not as high resolution, but I need a secondary screen when I'm doing stuff, always flicking over web pages to the other and referencing information off, which is pretty cool indeed, and I reckon everyone should always have a secondary screen for productivity purposes. Over there we've got the Logitech webcam. It's a pretty cool webcam. I think it's a C920, full HD, awesome image quality, but I think the new model just came out recently. Behind there, hidden, still I've got the Z2300s. They're one of the best speakers ever built for a computing setup, and the subs down there on the bottom, which you can kind of see in there. It's a ridiculous amount of bass. I really love it, and I reckon it's a pretty cool thing to have. Unfortunately they've discontinued it now and the new replacement doesn't sound as good. Got the blue snowball there. It's what I use for filming my videos when I want to do an audio overlay. Got a pop filter on the front if you're wondering what that is. I bought it from eBay again. Now my keyboard of choice, the Razer Black Widow backlit keys. Need backlit keys all the time. Sometimes it's just easier to reference off when you put your hands on there. As well as the level 10 Thermaltake mouse, which is designed with BMW Design Works. I really like this mouse, it looks really cool. I would have preferred this actually to be matte rather than glossy. It gets a little bit sticky, I would say, after a while of gaming. As well as the XtracPad Ripper XL, which is the mouse pad of choice. Now the desks, I know people are going to ask, where did you buy the desks from? There's a shop in Australia called Amart. They're pretty cheap desks. They weren't very expensive. They're not the best build quality. Like if you lean on them, they do wobble, so they're not really the best, I would say. But you know, for a couple $100, they seem to do the job pretty well. And this glossy white is something different I'm trying. We'll just put it that way. I've still got my crickety old chair from a couple years ago. It still creaks all the time. I can't really do anything about that, but it's quite comfortable and I love the adjustments on there. I don't really want to go out and spend $1,000 on a chair like some people on here on YouTube. We've got the air conditioner, which is just down there in the corner. A couple of books from uni, which I finished up with and never bothered to sell them, so I don't know really what I'm going to do with those. But they're sitting down there just chilling. So that's been my setup of my kind of gaming / desk setup. I've got a bunch of pens there, as you can see. If you've got any questions or something, leave me a comment in the description below. Otherwise, this has been Muhammad with product feedback, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Muhammad out, and peace be with you.